Freedom were first spoken. Words of freedom that reached the very palace of Pharaoh. Let my people go. And Pharaoh did, as you delivered your children onto a promised land. On this day, we who gather here know we are but the latest generation who have heard your words of freedom coming in the voices of those who spoke and sang to us on that hot and public August day 50 years ago.
Let's not leave this place without a plan. Mm-hmm. We too often gather together, talk about our important issues, leave the gathering place, and return to business and behavior as usual. Adults of our community must study, know, and teach our children their glorious history.
That I hope that people will take away from this entire day. Number one is the urgency of now, which Reverend Dr. King talked about quite so many years ago. We still have that urgency of now to close the gaps and to recognize that things have changed, but there isn't the same urgency as our elders had 50 years ago. And then the second thing is any gap for another is our gap together, to recognize that these gaps are not for the other, but they reflect our values as Minnesotans, as progressives, as people who say that we're for democracy.
What brings about social change is the same thing that always brings about social change, is that enough people, ordinary people, get up and say, okay, we're not taking this anymore. This isn't acceptable anymore. We're not going to do this anymore, and we're going to do something to change. And they work to make it happen. And so that's what the Legacy Council is standing for. That's what this day is standing for, and that's what our work is going forward. And so we're here today to celebrate, to commemorate, but also to remember that we've got work to do moving forward, and we want more people to join us.